Today we're going to learn about Introduction to Decimals. Decimals are another way to represent parts of a whole. So you can use decimals and fractions kind of interchangeably. Now, how do you read decimals? Well, we know that for a number like 10, the 1 would be the tens place. And for a number like 100, the 1 in this case would be the hundreds. Now, decimals are always located after the whole number. So let's take 100 here. If we want to turn 100 into a decimal, we would put the decimal point after the whole number 100, and then we can add more zeros. You can add as many zeros as you want after a decimal point, and it doesn't affect the value of the whole number. Now, similarly, there's also a place value for decimals. However, there is no ones place. Now, when naming the place value for decimals, instead of saying tens, you say tenths. Instead of hundreds, you say hundredths. As you might notice, you just add THS to the end of each place value. Now, I mentioned there's no ones place. You immediately start with the tenths place. The first number after the decimal place would be the tenths, and the second number would be the hundredths, and so on and so forth. So for decimals, let's try these practice problems here. What we want to do is correctly name the place value for the digits that are underlined. So for this first one, based on this little picture we have here, the first digit after the decimal point would be the tenths. So the first one would be tenths. How about this next one? After the decimal point, we have 1, 2, 3 digits. And we're looking at the third one. We look at 1, 2, and 3. So the third one would be the thousandths. How about this third one here? 4 digits after the decimal place. It's not in our picture, but based on place value, we know that the digit above the thousandths place would be the 10,000ths. So if we were to add another digit, it would be the 10,000ths. So that would be the answer for the third problem here. The last important thing to understand about decimals is what the place value really means. 0.1 is equivalent to 1/10. And so this means that 0.01 is equal to 1/100th. And 0.001 is equal to 1/1000th. So when you have a number like 5.1, you know that's equal to 5 and 1/10. Now, if you have a number like 5.01, then you know that's 5 and 1/100th. And if you have a number like 5.001, that's equal to 5 and 1/1000. So if you take 1,000 of 0.001, then this would be equal to 1.